He's inside.
If you had 4 wide, who would be on the field?
Yeah. 4 wide. I guess 4 wide without a tight end is what it is. He's kind of a tight end type.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
The Bows and Randy been out here with the Bows
and Omarius. Okay.
What happened to Randy?
He had, I don't know. I think he had some surgery or something. Not sure.
Okay.
Not sure.
When you look back at it, this is your 4th year here. Do you kind of think this is my time? It's my time to step it up, and
yeah, I feel like it's my time to lead the guys, man. Long time coming.
You worked in the off season a lot of things. Have you ever used the jugs gun or anything like that to catch balls with it? How do you do that? What is there some drill you do with that?
Yeah, we use the jugs all the time. I mean, especially in the off season. But after we work out, we go right over to the jugs and get about 40 catches in every day.
40 every day.
Yeah.
And some have been out this last year. I don't want to go there, but there's a different kind of ball left-hander throws and a right-hander throws on the football. Yeah. Sometimes one is easier than the other. Yeah. I know you've had a lot of success with Johnny because you guys have been together for a long time.
Yeah.
Talk about the catching of his ball.
Catching Johnny ball?
Yeah.
I mean, Johnny ball is pretty easy to catch. Pretty much hits your hand and stick. Easy ball to catch.
He says that. I mean, I've heard that he hits receivers on the break. Oh, it's one thing you like, right?
Yeah, right out the break, the ball is coming. Yeah, got to get the head around.
In terms of you worked with Johnny so much, is this kind of like you can almost run a route blindfolded and stick your hands out at a certain point? You know the ball will hit you in the hands.
Sometimes on certain routes we can. I think we can.
Is it like you can? Have you gotten to that point now where you can look at him and he can look at you and you know what each other's thinking without ever saying a word?
Yeah, we got signals and stuff too. So, yeah.
You're not gonna tell me what the signals are though. That's between you and Dean?
Yeah.
Now, this young group of guys, you had a chance to look at them for a couple of days, and you being the veteran now, and there's a lot of raw talent on that field.
Yeah.
Can you talk about a couple of them? I know Andre obviously being one, and how about these young guys, Coxon and guys like Dunbar, some of those guys?
Coxon, Dunbar. I mean, Dunkley been out with a hamstring, but Coxon and Dunbar, they coming along real well, doing real good. Dunbar, he can run. Coxon had a great day today. He really stepping it up, so those guys gonna be good. They're gonna be good.
What about Stephen Ali? What's he doing?
Ali doing well too. He doing real well.
Big tall guy like that, if he's fast, kind of hard to defend.
Jump ball, he going over you. Oh, yeah.
Is this as much depth and talent as there's been at wide receiver since you've been here?
For a while, man, we got a lot of depth. So much depth. I mean, like 15 guys.
Does that push you? Does that make you know that every day you come out, I better work my butt off because they got somebody behind?
Yeah, I mean, I think like that anyway. So,
Talk about Robert Carr. He says he's related to you, right?
Yeah.
And you guys have come out of the muck together. Obviously, talk about him a little bit as a receiver. He's underrated. He's getting on the field a good bit as a receiver and
he's doing well too. He's in that slot in the ace. He's doing real good. He's making plays.
Yeah. Teach him anything?
Oh yeah. Teaching them all, man.
He said the best he's ever seen out of there was Garrett Gilbert. Is that his name? Garrett Gilbert out of the muck. He's the guy that didn't make it, right?
Oh, Gilbert Brantley.
Gilbert. And I've heard Deonte. I've heard Riedel talk about him too as being maybe the fastest guy ever down there.
From Big League. He just didn't make it. He was the fastest one ever.
He went to school and he didn't make it. What happened to him?
Oh no, he just went down the wrong way, around the wrong track.
But what was his time? What would you say his time was in the 40?
I mean, they got stories that he ran a 3.9. I don't know. That's what they said.
Yeah, I've heard he's the fastest guy ever.
Yeah. They say he ran a 3.9. Yeah.
And now I heard he's speed training now.
Yeah, he's a trainer now. Yeah, he's a speed trainer now. He's doing real good.
Tried out with the Dolphins, didn't quite make it or something one time.
I think it was Minnesota Vikings.
Vikings. And was he the fastest you ever seen out of there?
Yeah, he was rolling.
When you think about coming out of the muck and stuff like that, and you were fortunate, you had a good family behind you, but not all the guys are as lucky as you to have that. When you go back now because of that, because you've had the good training and you've been exposed to a lot of good things, you go back and try to mentor these younger guys who may not have the kind of support you've had.
Yeah, I mean, that's all the way. I mean, not even me. When I was in high school, like Santonio, Fred Taylor, all those guys would just come back and tell me the same thing. So, I go back and I tell the guys, just try to show them it's another way.
So there's sort of an unwritten code among you guys that do make it out to go back to kind of give a helping hand and a guideline to the guys that are still there?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Can you talk about